The most safest country in Asia is probably a country you would not think of or have never visited. It's the safest for many reasons. We all know, especially if you're a traveler, that the continent of Asia has to be the most safest compared to the other continents, but this particular Asian country has the least crime rate. It has an effective law enforcement. It has safe public spaces throughout the whole country, a strong economy with also very, very strict laws. It has an efficient healthcare system. And all these things are very important when you plan to travel to a different continent, to a different country, just in case if something happens or something occurs within that country, you already know if that particular thing happens in that country, you don't have to worry about anything. It's no stressing about you twist or break your ankle and now you need to go to a hospital. Because in this particular country, you're going to get well taken care of and they exactly know what they're doing. So you're not going to wake up with your elbow attached to your back. I'll give you more insight about this country, but also I want to talk about Qatar Airlines. And of course, I want to talk about the Qatar airport since I was here. What I like about the airlines is that it was decent. I had no problems with the service. It was good foods aboard the flight. Now, what I think about the airport, well, in future flights, I want to avoid this airport because it felt like I went through immigrations and customs twice. Once I landed, I went through security and was asked my destination, in which I showed them my ticket and also I told them where to. Then after that, I proceeded to my gate, and while I was walking there, I noticed that you go through security a second time. I'm taking out my laptop to put it in the tray, and I'm watching the security guy actually opening up laptops, well, people with laptops. And I was thinking ahead that this fool might open up the wrong end of my laptop because I have a case on my laptop. So you don't know which end is the end to open. And maybe he might open up the wrong end of my laptop, causing it to just slide off the table and perhaps maybe crack my screen or something. So what I was thinking to myself was, let me open it up once I get in front of him. When I got in front of him, I opened up my laptop, and this fool closed my laptop back down, and he didn't even look at how I opened up my laptop. And once he tried to open it up, he opened it up at the wrong end. So I was already prepared. And then once he did that, my laptop started sliding. So I had to stop it, and I opened it up again, and I didn't like the service because he didn't even say, oh, excuse me, oh, sorry, when this happened, because I could have had a broken laptop at that point. So overall, I felt that the service aboard on the plane was much better than the service that you get at the airport. That's just my case. You know, I might come back another time and might not have another incident, but I just want to try to avoid this airport if I can for any future flights I have. I told one of my friends about this incident because she actually works here at this airport for Qatar Airlines, and she was surprised about it. And I also noticed while I was at the airport just walking around and just, seeing different people, that it's a lot of people from the continent of Africa that work at this airport. And my friend, she's South African. So it's a lot of different parts of Africa that people come here to work in Qatar because you make more money. Also, it's a lot of Southeast Asians that work here also, from the Philippines, even from China. And also there's Indian people that work here also. I don't know if they're Indian from actually the country of India, or they could just be Indian, but they're South African or Mauritian or from another part of the world. But yeah, that was that. Now back to this particular country I'm traveling to, which I'm kind of excited to go to. At this point, can you make a guess which Asian country that I'm going to? If so, leave your guess in the comment section below. So that's about it. I'll leave you in suspense of where to next. This airport kind of reminds me of the Singapore airport. This airport has a rainforest inside the airport. So I can't speak anything bad about Qatar Airport. It's just the service inside the airport which makes it not so good for myself. But as I board this plane, when you watch this video, I should be in the next country. So stay tuned for that.